already know this is Pawn Drug Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo. Shine himself, a.k.a. La Dobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho. Did people force Deontay Wilder to become a villain? Did people force the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder to be a villain? What a question, y'all. What a question. Did they force Deontay Wilder to become a villain? Yeah. Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, before you comment on the video, without even listening to the whole video, give me a chance to explain. Because I know a lot of people are still tight, still, bothered, still frustrated. The comments that was made after the Tyson Fury loss and how he took his loss. I understand, but let's push that to the side for now. And even if you're having a hard time to push that to the side, just push it to the side just for this video. I think the disrespect towards Deontay Wilder started before the Tyson Fury. I think Deontay Wilder really never got a fair shake, in my opinion. Never got a fair shake. Let's just go back a little, just briefly, back to memories lane. Ladies and gentlemen, Deontay Wilder walked into a gym at 21 years old. He didn't walk to a gym to become the greatest fighter that ever lived. Nah. He didn't walk to a gym to become the next Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, or nothing like that. No. He walked into a gym to take care of his daughter. Now, we know the story. I'm not trying to give you a little pity party here, but let's break it down. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively here. Deontay Wilder, in a short period of time, had a short sting in the amateur circuit, went to the Olympics, brought the bronze medal. You already know bronze bomber. Went into the professional level, earned some money so he could take care of his daughter. And shout out to his daughter as well. Shout out to all the children and things of that nature. You already know, man. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. So shout out to Deontay Wilder for being a great father, because that's inspiring and motivational. We need more great fathers in society, especially in the inner cities. So Deontay Wilder stepped inside the ring, not to become this great fighter, but good enough to take care of his daughter, just like a lot of us would do. A lot of us will work 3 jobs just to take care of our family, do whatever it takes to take care of our family. That's what Deontay Wilder did. Now he moved up the rank fast, knocking everybody out, collecting that money so he could take care of his family, take care of his daughter. And then the good enough of Deontay Wilder became more than that. He became great. Now, there's going to be people out there that's always going to justify his resume, his skill set. I mean, if you want to compare his skill set to Tyson Fury, no, he don't got Tyson Fury's skill set. No. But we all know that he's a freak of nature. And ladies and gentlemen, he made it all this way by the basics. So, yeah, he might not have all the tools in the toolbox like a Tyson Fury or like another boxer that you want to compare him to. But he made it all this way with the simple basics. You know what punch is coming. You still getting knocked out. After 30 plus fights, everybody knows, even Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, know what punch is coming. And still, you can't get away from it. Boxers couldn't get away from it. The 1-2, right? Now, Deontay Wilder has fought and also been there for fighters and their children. Let's not forget that he fought Luis Ortiz the second time, not for himself, not for glory, but for another man, another father could help out his daughter. That tells you about character. That tells you the character of Deontay Wilder. He thinks about, he will sacrifice his own life. He ain't going to be compensated, but he's going to sacrifice his own life just for another man to take care of his family, just like he had to do one time. Let's not forget, this is the same man that when Tyson Fury was down and out, when Tyson Fury was going through his darkness days, his trial and tribulations, Deontay Wilder was the one that said that he would drop everything at the moment to help out a Tyson Fury. You remember that? Matter of fact, I'm going to put that video on the description box so you can look at that video. And then what I want you to do, what a lot of people do, they write in the comment box, read the comment box. Let me know what you read in that video. Let me know what you read, what people refer to Deontay Wilder back then. Deontay Wilder is a guy that the WBC have taken. See the Pope. Because Deontay Wilder has been a good ambassador, a good representation as a champion, as an ambassador to the sport of boxing. Again, just listen to me and don't think what transpired after the Tyson Fury rematch, right? Also, of course, there's going to be people out there that don't like the guy that was in the White House, but at the end of the day, they chose Deontay Wilder to go into the White House to represent the Jack Johnson family. Because he is an ambassador to the sport of boxing. Carried himself good, always smiling, always preaching the word of God, the gospel. I was intrigued by Deontay Wilder. Was intrigued by Deontay Wilder because, of course, I'm an American and we wanted an American fighter. I was intrigued by Deontay Wilder because we wanted that powerful force, that freak of nature. We was always begging, like, yo, who's going to be the next Mike Tyson? Man, there's the heavyweight division is in a coma. It's boring. Here comes Deontay Wilder knocking everybody out. Everybody out. Entertainment. A highlight reel. Something that we needed in the sport of boxing, alongside with Anthony Joshua doing this thing across the pond. But let me just speak on an American perspective. Well, we need it over here. You know and I know that we needed Deontay Wilder. Knocking everybody out. And I remember when I went to the fight. I said this story once before, but if you're just a new viewer, a new subscriber, hope you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I'm trying to break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, the best I can. When I went to the Erickson Lubin versus Jamel Charlo fight in New York City, Barclays Center, they put Deontay Wilder in the big screen. After he performed in the Barclays Center, knocked an opponent out. I even forgot the name because he knocked everybody out. I heard boos. I'm like, boo. I'm like, yo, what the hell did Deontay Wilder do? I mean, Deontay Wilder smiles all day, very transparent with media, always helping out, doing great things in Alabama. Don't hear nothing wrong about the dude. Everybody says that he's a nice guy. Everybody that meets him, he's fair. He's fair. What does Deontay Wilder get from the people? That he can't fight, that he can't box. From his own people, he can't even get respect from the heavyweight that we do love, the baddest man of the planet, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson barely even knew his name or acted like he knew his name. Floyd Mayweather goes out there and cheers for his opposition. And ladies and gentlemen, when you got the legendary fighters that which we all respect and are relevant, they got relevant voice like a Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather that don't even vouch for Deontay Wilder, it's gonna be hard for Deontay Wilder to actually be accepted. If you can't even get accepted by the ones that we respect, the legends that we respect, and the relevant voices, if Deontay Wilder can't get their respect, it's going to be hard for Deontay Wilder to get the respect by, mass media, casual fans. And I remember when I heard them boos, and I'm like, yo, why are they booing them? I don't understand. I don't understand the sport of boxing. I mean, I understand when there is guys like Floyd Mayweather that he creates this villain to be hated. And I understand why people boo him. Because he created it. I understand why they boo Adrian Broner. I understand why they have booed Prince Nassim. I understand because the charisma, the boisterous, and things of that nature, the character. But Deontay Wilder's just knocking everybody out. Giving something that the boxing world haven't seen in America for quite some time, that we was desperately, yes, it was in a coma, and Deontay Wilder did wake it up in America. Yes, he did. Of course, alongside with Anthony Joshua went across the pond, like I said again. I remember Teddy Atlas, what he said when he lost. Deontay Wilder can't fight. Andre Ward tried to question his heart. Deontay Wilder been fighting for everybody else, but never dialed in to fight for himself. He's willing to fight for everybody, everybody's children, for everybody, except for himself. He's been a nice guy. And for him, it probably didn't work. I seen it myself. I seen the hate. And I never understood his hate. Maybe I understand a lot of people were still mad because Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder didn't fight that undisputed fight. I understand. But still to hate him, he ain't do nothing to be hated, really. So, if you're not going to be liked, why not entertain to be hate? Why not entertain to be hated? I mean, it works for other fighters. Unfortunately, I hate that our fighters need to portray this villain like so they could get the type of attention. Thus, fast forward to Tyson Fury. We all understand. Look, me, I'm a Deontay Wilder. I support Deontay Wilder since day one. I remember when he signed with Golden Boy Promotion, I said, we got a heavyweight, baby. I said, yes, you're going to become a champion. We back. We back. So, then after losing to Tyson Fury, those are, well, a lot of people, I'm a fan, but I just didn't like the way he took his loss. I didn't want to hear it from Deontay Wilder because I also looked at Deontay Wilder like, yo, he could fight against somebody that got a knife. Deontay Wilder's like one of us. Deontay Wilder was getting trash talk, was getting trolled in the internet. He went and found a dude that was trolling him. He went and beat him up in the gym. That tells you the man is grounded. He's listening to people. But as he's listening to people, he sees the hate. And not only the hate from the fans, but also the hate from the boxing industry. Every time he's trying to do something special, they try to knock him down. Trying to justify his skills and talent and not justifying that what he got is God-given ability. If it was so easy, if he can't fight, why anybody just can't walk into a gym at the age of 21 and be great like he did and tie Muhammad Ali with 10 title defenses? And people want to go, oh, but who he fought? Ladies and gentlemen, the guy that who he fought, that nobody was supposed to be Deontay Wilder in the boxing world. But he was blessed. He was blessed. Maybe y'all don't want to understand that the man was actually blessed. And not only blessed to be in the ring, but actually blessed to have the tools to actually feed his family. So I understand a lot of people was mad about how he took his loss. I didn't like it. But I do think he was forced. He was forced to say all of this and to be hated, and I give a damn about how y'all think because y'all never gave him his just due. So why y'all care? Why y'all care for him to be respectful and say all the right things? He said all the right things. Well, you're gonna go back and be like, yo, I want to kill a man in the ring. You're gonna catch a titty attack in a sport in which you don't want to kill nobody in the ring. And my condolences go out to anybody that has died in the ring. One of my friends have died in the ring as well. But the intentions is not. The intentions when he hits you, or when any fighter hits you, you know there could be consequences. So yeah, you don't want to kill nobody in the ring, but you can't justify the way that you're swinging, right? Deontay Wilder is a villain because we forced him to be a villain. And we shouldn't care if he's a bad guy because when he was a good guy, in general, y'all ain't give a damn. And this guy, I don't think he wants to be a bad guy. He came into this boxing world to be a good guy and to learn. And always giving credit to every fighter out there when he get the chance to. But when it was time to get his just due, he ain't get credit. Not the way that he should. For helping American boxing. For representing us. For waking up the heavyweight division that was straight in a coma. Life support. Now he's back, and a lot of people want to see him lose because of his comments. Guess what? I'm going for Deontay Wilder. I'm going for Deontay Wilder to whoop Tyson Fury's ass. And I respect Tyson Fury for the fullest. Respect all his skills and talent. And I wish it's going to be a great fight. But just like everybody in life, you don't want to be, just because you say a couple things for a moment and you're going to get hated for that. Nah, I ain't going to throw my American champion away. Nah. I know what he did to the sport of boxing. I know what he did for American boxing. I know what he did to the heavyweight division. I'm rocking with Deontay Wilder. Go get him, Deontay Wilder, our American champion. Because you're always going to be a champion. I'm rocking with you. All right? Tyson Fury, do your thing. Do your thing. Give us a good fight. I know you're going to come out with great skills. I know you're going to come out swinging. I'll probably go. You got a great game plan to neutralize Deontay Wilder. You've done a great job in the last 2 fights. I just think that this guy is blessed. I think this guy is just going to come out blazing, Deontay Wilder, and approach this fight for himself, because he's been so much of a selfless person. It's time for Deontay Wilder. And I said this once before. This was a blessing because nobody was going to give Deontay Wilder. They didn't give Deontay Wilder credit. They was going to beat Tyson Fury coming from his hiatus. He needed this loss because I always say greatness is achieved when you exceed the expectation, when you beat the odds. This is the first time Deontay Wilder get the opportunity to beat the odds. So, this fight, I believe Deontay Wilder is going to rise to the occasion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong last time. I'm okay with that. But I got Deontay Wilder being Tyson Fury. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.